You know, I'm not a brush person, but this is actually looking really, really nice. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is ILIANA, and if you're already part of this wonderful family, thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and support. In today's video, you can tell by the title, we're going to be testing out and doing a wear test on the new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. As always, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified every single time that I upload. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and without further ado, let's jump into my favorite, you guys already know, foundation review. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start off by pinning some of this hair back and away from the face, but I am also going to be prepping my skin so it kind of has a little bit of time to sit in my face. I'm going to be prepping with my Farsali. This is the Rose Gold Skin Mist. Ooh, I love the way that this feels on my skin. So for reference, if you guys are new to my channel, I do have very dry skin, so I like to keep things very, very hydrated, which is why I'm so excited for this foundation. So let's talk about the foundation, let's talk about the claims, talk about packaging, and then we'll get into the actual application. So, okay, so this is the new Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. So when I went to Ulta, they had this little like pamphlet out, and it kind of has a little bit of testers on here. So it does have light 3, medium 11, tan 17, rich 26, and then deep 34. So this is what the little pamphlet looks like, and then it does have like little sample sizes in here where you can actually open up and use those samples to kind of reference, and then it also has all the information on the actual foundation. Okay, so this did launch at Ulta's January 31st, so this was available in stores and online, like on Ulta's website. You can order and get it shipped. However, it's not launching on Morphe for another, I think, 2 weeks. I don't remember the exact date on the top of my head, but I will keep that down in the description box below for you guys. I will have all of the information there, so if I forget to mention something, check there because I will have all of the information on there. So let's talk about the foundation. All right, so right off the bat, the packaging is very nice, very like nude, neutral moments, and I'm all about those tones. So taking it out of the actual packaging, this is what the foundation looks like. So this is a soft, like blur, you know, kind of packaging, which I love. Sometimes it's a little hard to really tell what the shade of the foundation is going to look like through this kind of packaging, but it just makes it look a little bit more bougie, so I'm all here for it. So this right here is the packaging up close. It comes with a pump, as you can see, the little cap on to kind of just keep for storage. Now this foundation does retail for $20. Now if you go to Ulta, you can actually use, like, they usually have $3.50 off of 15, or like the 20% off your entire purchase, or 20% off one product. You can use those on this because Morphe is part of like the discounted brands that you can do. So it is available in 40 shades, and the shade that I picked up was actually Filter Medium 9. In stores, they were handing out these little brushes. Now this is a Morphe brush, and this says that it is a Filter Effect foundation brush. This is the E63, so I'm gonna try it out. But if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know that I don't really like applying foundations with brushes, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of the video. I'm gonna do a little bit on my face and then see how it wears, see how it goes. If I like it, if I don't, we'll talk about the brush as well. So let's talk about the claims of the actual foundation. So this does say it is available in 40 shades, like I mentioned. Morphe is saying that it is a long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation which hydrates skin, blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. So it is infused with Hyluronic Acid, which is a skin smoothing moisture booster. It is infused with vitamin E and glycerin, which creates an overall healthy looking glow. Morphe does also claim that it is medium to full coverage according to the little pamphlet. I am excited. Now when I see glycerin, when I see soft focus, filter look, and hyaluronic acid, those all scream my name. So I'm very excited to try this out. For primers today, I'm going to be going in with 2 of them. I'm going to take some of this Hard Candy Hydrating Sheer Primer. This is a long-lasting primer, and I like to really focus this more on the perimeters of the face. It is very like sticky to the touch, which I love. It just feels like it kind of grips your makeup really, really nice for the day. Now in the center and in my T-zone, I'm going to be going in with this Cover FX Blurring Primer. Toss that right into the T-zone. If you guys are new to my channel, this is pretty much what I do. I just kind of switch out the products every now and then, but this is pretty much how I prep my face for an everyday routine. So right now, I don't really have a lot of blemishes. I'm going to be bringing you guys in as well so you guys can really take a look at what my skin is doing and how it's reacting, how it's applying to with the foundation. But right now, I don't really have a lot of blemishes. Mostly, I just have a little bit of redness. I have a lot of discoloration. I have freckles on the sides of my cheeks here. So that's what I'm really going to be looking at in terms of coverage, because we don't have too much going on the face today. So let's zoom you guys in and get started. Okay, you guys are nice and zoomed in here. Let's go ahead and start applying. I'm excited, you guys. So you guys know I love applying all of my makeup with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. It's just what I like to do. It's my all-time favorite sponge, but Morphe did give out these little brushes, and this is what it looks like. So it does come with the foundation if you purchase it in stores and online, apparently. It does say that this is the Filter Effect Foundation Brush. So it's a very nice, like, dense brush, and if you can see the bristles on it, it's very nice and angled, so you can really just start applying, you know, smoothly on. Ooh, that feels really nice on the skin, actually. So we're gonna kind of take a little bit of this with the foundation, see how it applies. If I have to go over it with my sponge, because I'm more of a sponge applicator, you know, gal, we'll do that, but for the sake of the video and to test it out, we're gonna play around with it. Now the shade that I did get was Filter Medium 9. Now this did say that this was light medium with neutral undertones. I am a neutral undertone person. I'm neither too warm nor too cool. So pumping some on the back of my hand, you can see that it's not like running down, so it's not super watery in consistency. It's very slowly kind of running down, so it's a little bit more of a thicker consistency, but we'll see once it applies to the face. Now it does seem like it might be a good match too. So I'm going to be taking the brush first and just kind of seeing how it blends with the foundation and see how it performs. So I'm gonna just kind of glide it down. Now this might actually be a really nice match. So these earrings might be in the way though. You know what? I am not a brush person, but this is looking really nice with this brush. It's not leaving any streaks. Blend that into the lips a little bit. It's not leaving any streaks. This is actually looking really nice. So there are no streak marks whatsoever on my face. Now, obviously I need to keep blending onto the nose, and you know, I kind of just like stopped randomly there. But I mean, this is looking really nice. Like, this brush applies it very well, and it really does go hand in hand with this foundation. Like, do you guys see that? It's blending so nice into the skin. So this is what the foundation looks like with the brush side. Now you can still see a little bit of, you know, my freckles right here peeking through, but this is, I mean, you guys saw it was a pretty light layer of foundation on my face, but you can tell that there are no streak marks. This literally blended it very nicely, and I feel like the brush did not even absorb like that much product. So I'm really like liking this brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply one layer onto this side, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of using the brush, I'm gonna be using my beauty blender, or my e.l.f. Total Face sponge, and blending it out on this side. We're gonna also do a very light one layer coat to kind of see the difference between one layer and, you know, the method of application with it. This is obviously gonna blend a lot faster. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like with one layer on. Now this is the sponge side, this is the brush side, and I mean, in comparison, they look really good. Like, my skin is looking very nice. Now, one layer is obviously medium coverage. You can tell that, you know, I do have a little bit of coverage, but it's not like a super full coverage, because you can definitely still see like my freckles through it. But it did cover up the redness very nicely and the discoloration that I have in my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second layer, but what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna apply it with the brush, because I low-key really liked the way it applied with the brush. Basically just kind of apply it right here where I have my freckles and the most discoloration and things like that. A little bit right here. We're gonna take our handy dandy brush, which is weird for me to actually say, because I mean, you guys know, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I don't like brushes. I don't do brushes, but there is something about this brush that I am really, really enjoying. And then can we talk about the fact that this is like a dead-on perfect match? They do have 40 shades, which is nice because whenever brands are launching, you know, a foundation or anything like that, it's nice to have, you know, shades to choose from. So I'm very, very happy with that. So this is a little close-up of my face, and you can definitely tell that it provides very, very nice coverage. It has a very natural finish. It's not matte like the first foundation. Now, the first foundation, I really liked the coverage of it, but it was just way too matte for me and my skin because I do have really dry skin. So it was a little bit too mattifying for me. So this is totally my vibe. Like, I am really digging this. This is amazing. It looks so nice on the skin. It feels very natural. It feels very lightweight. Okay, so I actually picked up a new camo concealer because my old one was actually too light, and this one might be too dark actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. This is with light beige. Now I want to show you guys how this kind of blends with concealer to see, you know, the performance of it. Want to go in because this is too yellow. We're gonna go in with Fair 15W, kind of bring a little bit more light tones in here, and hopefully blending these two together will be a better match. It literally feels like I have a filter on my face. My skin looks very, very smooth. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera. I'm gonna come back, check in with you guys so you guys can see what the final look looks like, and so you guys can kind of see how the blended of the powders and everything else on top of this foundation looks like. So I will be right back in 1, 2, 3. Alright, you guys, so this is what the final look looks like. This is everything blended together. This is what my skin looks like, and honestly, you guys, I am so impressed. My skin literally looks and feels like I have a filter on my face. Like, it feels so nice, so smoothing. It has such a smoothing effect to the foundation. So that kind of explains why it says soft focus foundation, because my skin feels amazing. So the foundation says that it does have like pore blurring particles in it, or ingredients, and it looks amazing. Like, this looks so good. I am so impressed so far. So I'm gonna bring you guys closer so you guys can take a look at my skin, but I'm telling you, my skin and my face just feel amazing. So this is bringing you guys in closer so you guys can actually take a look at what my skin looks like. And so far it's not, you know, diving into my fine lines anywhere, and it did very, very well with the concealer. Like, I'm not seeing any creasing at all so far, so it's looking really, really promising as of right now. It is currently 12:45, so I'm gonna wear this for a couple of hours. I'm gonna see how long I wear this, but I will be checking in with you guys later tonight so you guys can see after a good amount of hours wearing the foundation and where it stands, how it looks like, how it's lasted. But as of right now, it's looking amazing. It's looking promising. So I will see you guys later. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I turned off all of my lighting, as you can see. So this is my lighting on this side, but I am sitting directly right in front of my big patio door, which has amazing natural lighting. I should record videos like this way, right? Because I feel like the lighting is amazing. But this is what the foundation looks like in natural lighting. So this is up close. You guys can see it's not really like coming into my fine lines or anything, and it did very, very well with like blending out the concealer and everything. So it's looking very promising. Again, like I said, it's obviously up to time and see how it's gonna look later throughout the day. So I will see you guys very soon. Alright, you guys, so this is a really quick clip. I actually ran to Walgreens around 4 p.m. So this is, I think, maybe 2 to 3 hours of wearing the foundation already. This is, of course, in natural lighting. I am sitting in my car, and you can see that I was wearing a mask because I have a little dents in my face, but it's looking really good at this point. Alright you guys, I am back with a final check-in. It is currently 9:35, so I have been wearing this for a little over 8 hours now, and this is what everything kind of looks like right now. I'm looking a little rough. I didn't touch up my face, I didn't touch it throughout the day or anything. The only thing that I did do was reapply my lip before recording right now, and that's about it, and just change my shirt. So those are the only differences that you will see. I do see a little breakup on the nose, and it's a little shiny around the nose now, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just looks like, you know, we have some glow, but it did break up a little bit. I did have to run to the store today, so I did have to put my mask on, so that kind of explains a little bit of the breakup. But I mean, honestly, like, you can't even really tell unless you're really close to me. Another thing that I did notice is a little bit of sinking into the fine lines, and it's nothing too crazy. So it did sink into my fine lines a little bit, but it's not crazy, not like other foundations that I've tried. So, I mean, this is an 8-hour wear, over 8-hour wear, and it's looking pretty good. Like, I mean, you can't really tell some of these things that I'm talking about unless you're really up close and personal, like in my personal bubble, which with COVID, you really shouldn't even be that close to me. So you can't really tell, you know, that there's like, you know, fine lines or a little breakage around the nose, but I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can actually look for yourself. Okay, so this is what my face looks like. So you can see that there is a little bit of red peeking through my nose, and it's, you know, a combination of blush as well, because if you guys remember, I love placing blush all over my nose, on the tip of my nose. So that's a little bit of what that is right there, but it is showing some peek throughs of the redness underneath the foundation and a little bit of breakage like right on the tip where the mask kind of hits your face. Other than that, there is a little bit of shine in some areas and a little bit of breakage around the fine lines like my smile area, but other than that, it looks really good. Like, I really do like the foundation. It still feels very lightweight. Usually by like the end of the day with some foundations, I feel like a very caked up face because it's just been sitting on for so long, and this doesn't feel like that at all. It still feels great. It still feels breathable. It feels light still, so I'm pretty impressed with it. Okay, so overall I do give it like I would give it like an A-, B+ rating. Like, I do really like it. I think it's like affordable. It's a little bit more on the higher end of affordable, you know, price range, but it is still affordable. You can use coupons at ULTA. It will be available very soon on Morphe's website and in stores. It just looks very nice on the skin. I do have dry skin for those of you who want to use me as a reference, and yeah, I really like it so far, so I'm definitely going to keep playing around with this, and literally this feels like such a great shade match. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I'm gonna go wash this face off and go to bed. So I will see you guys in my next one.